Welcome to the 7th day of Skyrim. It's been about 1 week since the Dragonborn's journey began at Helgen. As usual, I read books in every episode, but particularly I'm going to read all 3 parts of the biography of Baron Zaya in this episode. Late in the Second Era, a girl child, Baron Zaya was born to the rulers of the kingdom of Mournhold in what is now the imperial province of Morrowind. She was reared in all the luxury and security befitting a loyal dark elven child until she reached 5 years of age. At that time, His Excellency Tiber Septim I, Emperor of Tamriel, demanded that the decadent rulers of Morrowind yield to him and institute imperial reforms. Trusting to their vaunted magic, the Dark Elves impudently refused until Tiber Septim's army was on the borders. An armistice was hastily signed by the now eager Dunmer, but not before there were several battles, one of which laid waste to Mournhold, now called Elmalexia. Little Princess Baron Zaya and her nurse were found among the wreckage. The Imperial General Symmachus himself, a dark elf, suggested to Tiber Septim that the child might someday be valuable, and she was therefore placed with a loyal supporter who had recently retired from the Imperial Army. Sven Edvinsson had been granted the title of Count upon his retirement. His fiefdom, Darkmoor, was a small town in central Skyrim. Count Sven and his wife reared the princess as their own daughter, seeing to it that she was educated appropriately, and more importantly, that the imperial virtues of obedience, discretion, loyalty, and piety were instilled in the child. In short, she was made fit to take her place as a member of the new ruling class of Morrowind. The girl, Baron Zaya, grew in beauty, grace, and intelligence. She was sweet-tempered, a joy to her adoptive parents and their 5 young sons, who loved her as their elder sister. Older than her appearance, she was differed from young girls of her class only in that she had a strong empathy for the woods and fields, and was wont to escape her household duties to wander there at times. Baron Zaya was happy until her 16th year, when a wicked orphan stable boy whom she had befriended out of pity told her he had overheard a conspiracy between her guardian, Count Sven, and a Redguard visitor to sell her as a concubine in Rehad, as no Nord or Breton would marry her on account of her black skin, and no dark elf would have her because of her foreign upbringing. "Whatever shall I do?" the poor girl said, weeping and trembling, for she had been brought up in innocence and trust, and it never occurred to her that her friend the stable boy would lie to her. The wicked boy, who was called Straw, said that she must run away if she valued her virtue, but that he would come with her as her protector. Sorrowfully, Baron Zaya agreed to this plan, and that very night she disguised herself as a boy, and the pair escaped to the nearby city of Whiterun. After a few days there, they managed to get jobs as guards for a disreputable merchant caravan. The caravan was heading east by side roads in a mendacious attempt to elude the lawful tolls charged on the imperial highways. Thus the pair eluded pursuit until they reached the city of Riften, where they ceased their travels for a time. They felt safe in Riften, close as it was to the Morrowind border, so that the Dark Elves were enough of a common sight. And that's it for Volume 1. It makes you wonder why they didn't just combine it all three into one volume. Biography of Baron Zaya, Volume 2. The first volume of this series told the story of Baron Zaya's origin heiress to the throne of Mournhold until her father rebelled against his excellency Tiberius Septim I and brought ruin to the province of Morrowind. Thanks largely to the benevolence of the Emperor, the child Baron Zaya was not destroyed with her parents, but reared by Court Sven of Darkmoor, a loyal imperial trustee. She grew up into a beautiful and pious child, trustful of her guardian's care. This trust, however, was exploited by a wicked orphan stable boy at Count Sven's estate, who with lies and fabrications tricked her into fleeing Darkmoor with him when she turned 16. After many adventures on the road, they settled in Riften, a Skyrim city near the Morrowind borders. The stable boy, Straw, was not altogether evil. He loved Baron Zaya in his own selfish fashion, and deception was the only way he could think of that would cement possession of her. She, of course, felt only friendship towards him, but he was hopeful that she would gradually change her mind. He wanted to buy a small farm and settle down into a comfortable marriage, but at the time his earnings were barely enough to feed and shelter them. After only a short time in Riften, Straw fell in with a bold villainous Khajiit thief named Theris, who proposed that they rob the imperial commandant's house in the central part of the city. Theris said that he had a client, a traitor to the Empire, who would pay well for any information they could gather there. Baron Zaya happened to overhear this plan and was appalled. She stole away from their rooms and walked the streets of Riften in desperation, torn between her loyalty to the Empire and love for her friends. In the end, loyalty to the Empire prevailed over personal friendship, and she approached the Commandant's house, revealed her true identity, and warned her of her friend's plan. The Commandant listened to her tale, praised her courage, and assured her that no harm would come to her. He was none other than General Symmachus, who had been scouring the countryside in search of her since her disappearance, and had just arrived in Riften, hot in pursuit. He took her into his custody and informed her that far from being sent away to be sold, she was to be reinstated as the Queen of Mournhold as soon as she turned 18. Until that time, she was to live with the Septim family in the newly built imperial city, where she would learn something of government and be presented at the imperial court. At the imperial city, Baron Zaya befriended the Emperor Tiberius Septim during the middle years of his reign. Tiber's children, particularly his eldest son and heir Pelagius, came to love her as a sister. The ballads of the day praised her beauty, chastity, wit, and learning. On her 18th birthday, the entire imperial city turned out to watch her farewell procession preliminary to her return to her native land. Sorrowful as they were at her departure, all knew that she was ready for her glorious destiny as sovereign of the kingdom of Mournhold. And that's Volume 2. Now, Volume 3, the final volume. In the second volume of this series, it was told how Baron Zaya was kindly welcomed to the newly constructed imperial city by the Emperor Tiberius Septim and his family, who treated her like a long-lost daughter during her almost 1-year stay. After several happy months there, learning her duties as vassal queen under the Empire, the Imperial General Symmachus escorted her to Mournhold, where she took up her duties as queen of her people under his wise guidance. Gradually they came to love one another and were married and were crowned in a splendid ceremony at which the emperor himself officiated. After several hundred years of marriage, a son, Heliseth, was born to the royal couple amid celebration and joyous prayer. Although it was not publicly known at the time, it was shortly before this blessed event that the Staff of Chaos had been stolen from its hiding place deep in the Mournhold mines by a clever, enigmatic bard known only as the Nightingale. 8 years after Heliseth's birth, Baranziah bore a daughter, Morga, named after Symmachus's mother, and the royal couple's joy seemed complete. Alas, shortly after that, relations with the Empire mysteriously deteriorated, leading to much civil unrest in Mournhold. After fruitless investigations and attempts at reconciliation, in despair, Baranziah took her young children and traveled to the imperial city herself to seek the ear of then Emperor Uriel Septim VII. Symmachus remained in Mournhold to deal with the grumbling peasants and annoyed nobility, and to do what he could to stave off an impending insurrection. During her audience with the emperor, Baranziah, through her magical arts, came to realize to her horror and dismay that the so-called emperor was an impostor, none other than the Bard Nightingale who had stolen the Staff of Chaos. Exercising great self-control, she concealed this realization from him. That evening news came that Symmachus had fallen in battle with the revolting peasants of Mournhold, and that the kingdom had been taken over by the rebels. Baranziah, at this point, did not know where to seek help or from whom. The gods that fateful night were evidently looking out for her as if in redress of her loss. King Edware of High Rock, an old friend of Uriel Septim and Symmachus, came by on a social call. He comforted her, pledged his friendship, and furthermore confirmed her suspicions that the emperor was indeed a fraud, and none other than Jaeger Tharn, the imperial battle mage, and one of the Nightingale's many alter egos. Personas. Tharn had supposedly retired into seclusion from public work and instilled his assistant Rhea Silmain in his stead. The hapless assistant was later put to death under mysterious circumstances. Supposedly a plot implicating her had been uncovered, and she had been summarily executed. However, her ghost had appeared to Edware in a dream and revealed to him that the true emperor had been kidnapped by Tharn and imprisoned in an alternate dimension. Tharn had then used the Staff of Chaos to kill her when she was attempted to warn the Elder Council of his nefarious plot. Together, Edware and Baranziah plotted to gain the false emperor's confidence. Meanwhile, another friend of Rhea's, known only as the Champion, who apparently possessed great, albeit then untapped potential, was incarcerated at the imperial dungeons. However, she had access to his dreams, and she told him to bide his time until she could devise a plan that would effect his escape. Then he could begin on his mission to unmask the impostor. Baranziah continued to charm and eventually befriended the emperor. By contriving to read his secret diary, she learned that he had broken the Staff of Chaos into 8 pieces and hidden them in far-flung locations scattered across Tamriel. She managed to obtain a copy of the key to Rhea's friend's cell and bribed a guard to leave it there as if by accident. Their champion, whose name was unknown even to Baranziah and Edware, made his escape through a shift gate Rhea had opened in an obscure corner of the Imperial dungeons using her already failing powers. The champion was free at last and almost immediately went to work. It took Baranziah several more months to learn the hiding places of all 8 staff pieces through snatches of overheard conversation and rare glances at Tharn's diary. Once she had the vital information, however, which she communicated to Rhea forthwith, who in turn passed it on to the champion, she and Edware lost no time. They fled to Wayrest, his ancestral kingdom in the province of High Rock, where they managed to fend off the sporadic efforts of Tharn's henchmen to haul them back to the Imperial city, or at the very least obtain revenge. Tharn, whatever else might be said of him, was no one's fool, save perhaps Baranziah's, and he concentrated most of his efforts towards tracking down and destroying the champion. As all now know, the courageous, indefatigable, and forever nameless champion was successful in reuniting the 8 sundered pieces of the Staff of Chaos. With it, he destroyed Tharn and rescued the true Emperor, Uriel Septim VII. Following what has come to be known as the Restoration, a grand state memorial service was held for Symmachus at the Imperial city, befitting the man who had served the Septim dynasty for so long and so well. Baranziah and good King Edware had come to care deeply for one another during their trials and adventures, and were married in the same year shortly after their flight from the Imperial city. Her 2 children from their previous marriage with Symmachus remained with her, and a regent was appointed to rule Mournhold in her absence. Up to the present time, Queen Baranziah has been in the Wayrest, and with Prince Helseth and Princess Morga, she plans to return to Mournhold after Edware's death. Since he was already elderly when they wed, she knows that that event, alas, would not be far off as the elves reckon time. Until then, she shares in the government of the kingdom of Wayrest with her husband, and seems glad and content with her finally quiet and happily unremarkable life. And that's it. Jaeger Tharn is the imposter emperor in the Elder Scrolls Arena, which was the first Elder Scrolls game. And particularly the last volume of the biography describes the events of the Elder Scrolls Arena. Now it is time to continue. Oh, I don't need to go this way.
Huh?
Time to get on to back to Riverwood. Or to Riverwood. Yeah. I'm from Riverwood, I don't know. Archery increased. One-handed. One-handed increase. Almost got it a level up. Gotta get around this mountain. Vigilant of Stendar. Wolves. I saved the deer. What's this here? Right now, I am going to making my way to Riverwood. The Horn of Jorgen Windcaller. Conjuration increase. Alright, I'm on the road. Going this way. I ain't lost. I got the bound bow. You know what that means?
Already, you bastard.
It means that. Oh my. Like they are no match with this bound bow I got. Man, this bound bow is ridiculous. This isn't Cyberpunk. Come on. Man, there's plenty to do in the game without fast traveling. We can discover this location. Skeevers. Wait. That's it. I don't want to pick up any more. Skeevers.
Bite of a flea.
Like the bite of a flea. Lund. I guess his pet skeevers ate him. Oh crap. That'll keep me going a little while longer. Gotta take all the books. I'm a book collector and reader in this Let's Play. That one's ruined. 11:09.
Keep that magic away from me.
What are you doing here?
The best tales are those of adventure. Who could truly write such a tale without first experiencing such? Until next time.
Alright. Good to have this shout while out on the road. What do you mean? You're gonna miss this stream? Sorry. You want to sleep? You try to sleep. I feel that. Sometimes it's hard to sleep. Usually when I can't sleep, I just stay up. That goes towards Fall Creek. I don't want to go to Fall Creek. That's very little sleep. Hello, Wolf. I gotta make my way towards White Run. So maybe for a start, place a marker on White Run. Ain't too much to run. Need to drop something. There you go. It's a shame you can't pick those plants. They're not anything to do with alchemy. What I'm doing right now is that I will watch a video on YouTube till I want to sleep. Yeah, I play video games all night, or listen to music, till you can't keep your eyes open anymore. Same, conjuration increase. I gotta level up. Stamina. That'll increase my carry weight. Carry weight's 325 now. Archery is almost leveled up. There you go. Thanks. His name is Leroy. He's a good cat. Clingy cat. Clingy, kind of very clingy. You got 10 cats? That's cool. Welcome. What's up? Not much. Just doing my 7th Skyrim video. In game. It's been 7 days since the story began. Whoa. You got 2 cats? What are their names? I went too far. That's cool. That's alright. That's fine. That's a good. Those are. It's fine. You can call your cats whatever you want to call them. That's call them. Oh, I'm not gonna be. Probably not gonna be killing any named NPCs in this playthrough. The only thing I'm gonna do in that way is the Dark Brotherhood quest line, probably. I'm probably not even fighting the guards, honestly. Gonna sell some weapons.
Well, we've got small weapon. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Weapons. Yeah, he is annoying. And generally, I just ignore. Ancient Nord battle axe. Ancient Nord greatsword. Ancient Nord mace. This one. Okay, that's good. Now, thank you. All the shields. The Imperial Light Helmet. You see, that's a weak enchanted item I made 1% faster. This too. Elven boots, elven gauntlets, wolf pelts.
Good doing business with you.
Let's see if I can sell anything here.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
In the market for some hunting supplies?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Sell all this stuff. Okay.
Thank you very much for your business.
Everything's all right?
Bellathor's shop.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything.
What have you got for
Trinkets,
sale?
odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
Shadow of War, Mordor, or Skyrim. I don't know if I've ever
People
played
have forgotten
Shadow of War.
poetry, romance.
I've played Lord of the Rings War in the North. Never beat it. Let's store all the ingredients. I'm building up to making a lot of potions all at once because alchemy levels up really slowly. $1,014. Dragonborn needs to save money. The Dragonborn is going to save money. So he's going to store all the gold. Oh. Actually, see ya. Have a good day. $557. Store. I'm storing and gonna save some money. storing half. And I'm keeping the rest. Keeping it, saving it up so I don't spend it. What did I just do? And 557 gold stored. I'll collect more, store more, store more when I get back. I need to get to Riverwood. I always miss this road, I never see it. The assassin yielded. Skyrim, for sure. With 100% certainty, I like Skyrim more than Fallout.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
You're that visitor been poking around.
We drink to our
I'm the
youth,
innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
age of aggression
I'd like you rent the attic room.
outdone.
Attic room, eh?
Drive out
Well,
storm
we don't
clouds
have an
and
attic
store
room,
what we own.
but you can have the one on the left.
Then our steeds
Make yourself at home.
take back our home.
Alright.
Down with Frick, the killer of kings, on the day of your death. We will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when
We don't get a lot of
Sovngarde
travelers
beckons,
here in Riverwood.
none of us dies.
Oblivion was the first game.
We'll see it
Oblivion was the first Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. I haven't gotten too far into the remaster. I haven't gotten into it. I'm gonna start it over.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggarts
So
of
you're the
Skyrim
Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about.
Yeah.
I think you're looking for this. We need to talk.
But then he
Follow
went
me.
quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met
Okay.
the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
Close the door.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Just let me take all these, huh?
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. You'll be back. If you're really Dragonborn, this is your destiny.
You just find that lying around? Must be your lucky day.
Where did you come from? You shouldn't be in here. You're not supposed to be in here. You're not supposed to be in here. Arcane Enchanter. Coin Purse. Gold. Green apples. Potatoes. Salt pile. Gotta learn the effects of some things. Ew. Glow dust. Honeycomb. Ice wraith teeth.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
You're the one who took the horn of Jorgen Windcaller?
Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act.
What's with all the cloak and dagger?
You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere.
What do you want with me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Go on, I'm listening.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
How do I know I can trust you?
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
Why did you take the horn from Eustengrav?
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
Why are you looking for a Dragonborn?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Yes, that's how I first learned I was Dragonborn.
Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
Why are you looking for a Dragonborn again?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul.
You said the Thalmor are after you?
Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
So what's the part you're not telling me?
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
What makes you think dragons are coming back to life?
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Do you know how crazy this all sounds?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong.
How did you figure all this out?
You should know. You got the map for me from Bleak Falls Barrow. The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The one at Kynes Grove is next, if the pattern holds.
So where are we headed?
Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Let's go kill a dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove.
We got rooms of straight too. I cook.
Kynes Grove. I'm not gonna go with her. I am gonna go there myself. I'm faster on my own. There's too many quests marked. Unmark the Horn of Jorgen Windcaller.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Walk away right now.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again.
I don't have time for this.
Don't you walk away from me. Safe travel.
The story of the full thief has come to a conclusion. I wonder how the bound bow will do against dragons. Where's Kynes Grove? Over there somewhere. Don't know where that cave is. Mud crabs. That takes a lot of magicka. Wolves. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Where's Kynes Grove? Over there. Kynes Grove discovered.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
A dragon's attacking Kynes Grove?
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Alright. Up here. A dragon. It speaks. Gotta get up there. Past all these rocks. A cyclone! I missed, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's all doing. Damn. Not even there. Get away from me, don't eat me, please. Archery increase. Ooh. The power of the bound bow, everybody.
Did it? Wait, something happening. God's above. So you really
Dragon soul absorbed. The power of the bound bow, everybody.
You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Who are you and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
What do you know about the dragons coming back?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
Blade, I've seen that dragon before. The one that got away.
Really? Where?
It was the one that attacked Helgen when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
The Blades? Who are the Blades?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
What's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Remind me, who are the Thalmor?
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing dragons back?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
I don't know. Why are the Thalmor after you?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
So we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Any ideas?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
So how do we get into the Thalmor embassy?
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Alright. Diplomatic immunity. Just been revoked. Diplomatic immunity for the Thalmor has been revoked, everybody. Alright. Now that that quest is over,
Keep that magic away from me.
do some random exploring. Wow. Just wow. Who would do this to themselves? Does this place have a door to I don't know how to say the name of this place.
Oh. Did you hear something?
Perk points to increase. Enchanting. No. Yeah, enchanting. Now my enchantments will be stronger.
I work for
Is someone there?
Oh. That's the power of the bound bow. Silver ore. Smithing increased.
Huh?
Enemies are nearby. I would say this bound bow is almost too powerful. Ridiculously powerful. Alright. Enemies are nearby still. Not anymore. Oh. There's enemies. Where are they?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Get you! Can you not get in my way? Damn it!
They drink all day and night. What do I do?
Yeah, I'm an archer. Why are you running into my line of fire?
I've got your back. I'll head back home if you need me.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
I'd like to travel alone for a while, so my companions stop running into my line of fire. Stepping on your own death traps? How could... Your aim is terrible. Healing. Healing. There we go. Heal up. Come on. Recharge. Still not. Takes almost all my magicka to use that spell. No wonder it's so powerful.
I am master of the arcane.
Archery increased. Restoration increased. What else can I increase? Speech? Conjuration. Light armor. It's 3:14 a.m. Meridia's beacon. Illusion spells costume. Stone.
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy.
Okay. Perks to increase 1. Enchanting.
Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreath.
This is cleared.
And I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Alright. Started the break of dawn.
What was that?
It's unescapable. I want the platinum trophy. I need those Daedric artifacts. thought this place was cleared. What's it? Must be part of this quest. Gotta restore my health. That's not right. Unrelenting force. Not doing any damage with this thing.
Fire, frost, or lightning, you will suffer at my hands.
One-handed increase. I'm a Dunmer. Why are you fighting a fellow Dunmer? Arcane Enchanter. Disenchant. Time to get out of here. How's Conjuration looking? .27 a.m. Where to now? Just gonna start walking. Diplomatic immunity. Riverwood? Yeah, Riverwood. Do I have the trolls? So, do I have the soul trap spell? I don't think so, not yet. There's an exploit with the soul trap spell that levels up conjuration quickly. I'll look into that. There's nothing here. Which way am I going? Well, I'm gonna have to go around this mountain. It's a giant camp. "5:46 a.m. Streams are almost over. "24 hours in game. It's the 7th day. It's been 7 days, full days since, almost 7 full days since the Dragonborn's journey began. We're gonna go in all the way up to 365 days, and then beyond, all the way to 1,000. 1,000 days. How many years is that? Many years in the game. It's morning in Skyrim. Like 365 plus 365 is, I don't know, plus 365. I don't know how, I'm very bad at math. 6:15 a.m. Are you playing No. I'm not that interested in survival mode. I play it more for the gameplay itself. I have played survival mode. But I have no interest in really freezing to death just from walking down the road near Winterhold, which was what was happening. I'm more interested in gameplay. 6:30. $36. $6.52. Bring back lots of memories. That's good. I'm about to need to quick save. 656, 57, 58, 59. Alright. Let me take a look at that last comment. The game brings back lots of memories. You want to play it again? That's good. I'm glad my stream makes you interested in playing the game again. Here I am back outside Whiterun once again. This will conclude the 7th day in the game of Skyrim. 7 full days completed. So, let me take a look at the live chat. I want to thank everybody who joined, liked the live, and commented in the live chat. And this is going to be the end for this particular stream, day 7 of Skyrim. And I hope everybody enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you all next time. You're welcome. I'll see you all next time. Have a good day, everybody.